look, guys, I'm gonna try and do the audio properly this time around. Like, I know I've been doing YouTube for 5 years and been doing it full time for 4 years, and I know I should be able to like do audio at this point. But look, guys, it's hard. Okay, like I'm not like you guys gotta remember, I'm small brain. Okay, see, when it comes to this stuff, it's hard. Look, we've got a story time for you guys though, and I know how much you guys love a good story time. And to make it even better, it's an ACKS story time. So if you guys haven't watched it, I would really recommend it. Me and Garbu had Alexander on, the creator of ACKS. He's a really interesting guy. He's the first time I think I've met like someone who writes RPG books. And I thought, whoa, this guy isn't like mental. Well, yeah, Garbu, are you not like, all I'm saying is, see, when it comes to like writing RPG books, it attracts a certain type of human being. Is that fair to say?
A certain kind of being, yeah.
Yeah, like we're all like I classify myself in that category. Okay, it's okay. You know, like we're all got our own personal flaws, but he's obviously a really interesting guy, and he's worth checking out. So also his Kickstarter, his new one has how many days left? At the time of recording this, there is 9 days left, and I think it looks pretty fucking sweet. So go ahead and look. Let's just jump into this thread, will we? Let's see what the story's all about.
Sure. Alright, so, ACKS story time. Posting some happenings from my group's ACKS campaign. Anyone else with OSR campaign stories, please share, or this can be an ACKS general thread. It'd be kind of cool to see an ACKS general thread on TG.
Yeah, it would be nice. Here, actually, you know what, Garb? I haven't told you about my last game. You know what, seeing as people are asking for it, and people are going to laugh at me, it's like, Jeeves, it's not OSR. Okay, look, I ran Cyborg last week, and I had a lot of fun, and essentially it's a Cyberpunk Cyborg, so it's a Cyberpunk sort of setting, and the party had to go infiltrate a casino of sorts, and I thought it would be funny to, like, I made, you know, the bouncer from Bleed?
Yeah.
Do you remember that guy? So the party show up, and they go to the bouncer, like, yo, you got us in. So I made them a little constitution check, and they all did all right. Okay, well, one of them had a pair of gutties on him. He's like, sorry mate, not the night, not with them shoes on you. And he's like, oh man, you serious? He's like, okay, tell you what, 5 creds or a bully down the side. And you know, the thing is, they had 5 creds. Like, I think the starting money is like 120, by the way. Yeah. But there was a lot of conversation about a bully or 5 creds. They could have just paid, but it turned into this whole thing.
Just give them the fucking money. Like, no, you gotta look through every option. What the fuck, bro?
No one wanted to hand over the money, but no one wanted to bully at the same time. So, like, either way, like, they managed to get through the invention. Well, what would you do, Garbu? Would you cough up the 5 or
I get the $5 fucking dollars. God damn it! Like, well, I could save $5 by sucking some dick. No, but like, here's a $5. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, it was one of those ones. There was no purpose for that to have lasted for as long as it did. But you know what? I'm proud of them. They didn't end up sucking the dick in the end, and I really thought they were going to do it. So like, that's my story for you guys. Okay, now let's jump into this, because I'm sure this is a much more serious story than James trying to convince his players to suck a bit of dick. All right? Have you made your players suck dick, Garbu, recently?
No, I have not. That is a balloon I've yet to pop. Unfortunately, that is still in the ceiling. Hopefully, it'll stay there. Like, well, the BBG says I will kill the entire kingdom, or. Could you imagine, like, a party who's like, they know they can't beat the boss, but the boss is a fucking pervert, like, but your barbarian got some real soft lips, like, Greg? You want to save the world, Greg? No, yeah, bro, fuck, I'm gonna die, fuck this shit.
Well, look, the thing is, all I'm saying is, the bouncer from Bleed, I always thought he looked a bit pervy anyway, so, look, you know, it made sense, okay? Look, let's jump into this. Let's see what's the story all about.
Save the kingdom, just suck his dick.
Well, I twerked on him. I did something nice for him. What are you on about?
remember that shit. Yeah, it's very
I thought you would have enjoyed it. You really liked it, guys. Anyway, look, we're almost 5 minutes in. It's like, guys, can you get this straight?
Yeah.
God damn it, stop random.
James.
It's what I do, okay?
So I've been running on ACKS Sandboss campaign for my group for a while, though we switched to the ACKS 2 playtest rules midway through. Low magic items, high lethality, the party's graveyard of fallen PCs and henches is 70 plus deep. The PCs have gotten to an average level of 6 after a couple big dungeons. They have had long-term funnel effects. From their initial hapless band of misfits and fools, the survivors and replacements are a group of hard, black-hearted professionals. There are a few notables in the story I'll mention now. Sar Khan, a level 4 Zaharan Dark Lord with a very on-the-nose name, so as he's basically mini Sauron. He can cast as a mage, wear plate, and has various powers for controlling beastmen and debuffing enemies. He also has a D4 hit die and is outrageously expensive to level. Unlike the actual Sauron, Sar Khan is only somewhat charismatic, being more of a brain. Kartamo, a level 6 fighter who gained minor spellcasting ability through campaign events, eating specially cooked beholderkin. An utterly ruthless survivor, was the henchman for 2 PCs before becoming a PC himself, extremely deadly in melee. Heath, a level 6 elf dual arcane divine caster, massive number of spells per day, wrote elf as his alignment, in effect it means totally immoral.
Alright, I get that, you know. Although I will say, like, you know, see that Beastmen as henchmen, very problematic, man. That's all I gotta say. That sounds, if I wasn't careful, someone could construe that as racist.
That's a slippery slope, my little gamer.
Yeah, but you don't find out. It'll be someone be like, see, ACKS is racist.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like, they would find like some innocuous thing. Oh my god.
Right, okay, look, just for you guys that aren't aware, you're not allowed to talk about ACKS on Reddit, by the way, because I don't really understand why, but like they just say he's racist or whatever.
Let's be fair, we all know why. It's wearing a goddamn top hat.
Yeah. Right, look, let's keep going. What does Shere Khan get up to? Wait, is he not from the Jungle Book?
Yeah, so Shere Khan is from the he's a tiger in the fucking Jungle Book.
Yeah.
It's Sar Khan. Okay, Shere Khan. It's Sar Khan. There's also a character in Mortal Kombat, I think, who's kind of like something Khan.
Oh no, that's King. You know about the guy that had the tiger mask?
No, that's not Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, no, that's Tekken. So that's sorry.
Tekken.
I could already hear this. Look, I could already hear the screaming in the comments. Okay, look, I'm sorry.
Keys. How could you dare fucking
Look, okay, all I'm saying is I played Tekken. I never played Mortal Kombat as a child. Okay, I just never had it. Okay, I played Tekken 3 and I played Tekken 5, and that was it. Okay,
James says I play Tekken. I have taste and more.
What? No, I do like Mortal Kombat. It's still, you know what I mean? It's still good, but like I never owned it. Okay, I already had Tekken. I wasn't going to buy another fighting game.
Not made of money? God.
Yeah.
So Sar Khan replaces player's level 4 Berserker PC, Slav the Boar. It was just he and Heath who were there that night, and I ran the one-page module Blade of the Barbarian with a few revisions. Linked to download.
Oh, yeah, they got a link in.
Yeah, they did. Man, this guy's fucking selling.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Who's a good little shill? You are. Anyway.
Are you gonna tell them? Are you gonna put in all the mechanics into the story as well? Honestly, though, like, Garber, do you not do that anyway? Is that what you do?
I would never do that. TLDR, there's a competition with a series of formal and informal challenges of strength, wisdom, and bravery. The main changes. Instead of competing for a magic sword, Sar Khan was competing to take leadership of 2 companies of light infantry, which is something you can do in this game. You can take commands of infantry. 240 men who had recently formed into a brigand band and needed a commander. This was caused by the party's actions up to this point as it happened. I also added Slav the Boar as another competitor. Kartamo would normally have been the obvious contender for this type of competition, but his player couldn't make it that night, so Sar Khan decided to give it a try. All his opponents were leveled fighters, but unfortunately for Sar Khan, he had 2 Divine Caster PCs, Cleric, Elf Custom Class, discreetly buffing him before most of the trials. It went down as follows.
Cheating bastard.
Gudon cheats.
Up to no good as always.
Alignment, Elf. This checks out.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The first night and day are the informal and formal trials of strength. Informal drinking contest acting as tiebreaker for the formal rock lifting contest. Me lift rock big. Me lift rock very long.
Did you ever see that Greek one? Where it's like inscribed, it's like so-and-so lifted rock above his head.
Are you winning so-and-so? Yes, father.
Yeah.
Sarkhan wins the informal trial of strength by drinking 5 horns, tying Sautarel. Ustak and Slav vomited. Ustak got -4 strength total before that, and Sautarel got -2 strength. Sarkhan had no con bonus, but the dice loved him. He just aced every single save.
Right, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna call bullshit on this story because I've never played a game where everyone has cohesive names. Because there's always one dickhead that shows up called Greg or Elton John or some shit. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had that, Garb? Have you actually had anyone like a full group of like reasonable PC names?
No. That literally never happened.
You say to people, it's like we're gonna have like a serious game, guys, and then there's always that one dickhead, like, you know, it's like, can we please have an actual? Oh my god!
I am Jeremy, guys, the dwarven. Like what?
Why?
Pick a dwarf you want, John. Fuck you.
I could see John being a dwarfy name if they wanted it.
Let's see.
I could see that.
Right, he just aced every single save. Before the formal trial of strength can start the next day, Sarkhan gets challenged to a duel after correctly accusing his competitor Elding of cheating by drinking a potion of giant strength before the trial has started. Ironic.
Yeah, is he not the one cheating?
Yeah, ironic since he himself is cheating. He withstands an opening crit by the buffed up Elding, though it's dropped him most of his HP. One more hit will easily kill him. Sarkhan, victory or death, and fights on, getting a solid hit of his own on Elding that causes him what the fuck is this British ass word? Causes him ignominiously.
Ignominious.
Is my lack of education showing?
Deserving or causing public disagreement or shame.
Okay. So, to shamefully yield. I don't know. Failed morale after going. Okay, yeah. I was like, don't worry. We're at the point where it's just like I'm used to recording with Megan, for God's sake. You know what I mean? It's like, there's no point. Like see, whenever I get people comment, it's like, can you guys like pronounce anything correctly? It's like, no. That's that's half the charm. Even if we could, I refuse to. Take that. Checkmate, right?
There was a point in my life where I was like, oh, all these weeb words, we're gonna have to really work out how to like say them correctly. It's like, nah, it's like weeb words, don't get fucked. You know, just make it up yourself.
1 second here. So, let's see. Recording is still going. All right, make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
Despite only having a strength of 15, even after being buffed by vigor, Sarkhan wins the formal trial of strength, lifting the stones by tiebreaker. The only person who matched him for drinking could no longer lift a 13 strength rock, and nobody could lift more than that one anymore. Trial of strength victor Sarkhan. The second night and day are the informal and formal trials of wisdom. Sarkhan would have narrowly won the informal trial of wisdom, a simple showing off of the languages known by each contender, just from his educated PC's own hefty 7 languages known. Instead, he cheats with the elf who cast telepathy from outside the longhouse and shared the words even more languages with him, and ends up lapping all the other competitors.
Right, I'm just going to put it out here, but is Char called the baddie?
I'm also cheating.
I think he might be the baddie in this story, is he? Or, well, who knows? Let's find out. Let's find out.
He's the baddies.
Maybe. Oh god, no.
Sarkhan next wins the formal trial of wisdom riddle contest easily by the player's own personal skill in riddles, figuring it out in just under a minute. Not saying the riddle is the hardest one around, but he nailed it quickly. Trial of wisdom victor, Sarkhan. Air quote victor.
Alright, okay. Here, what is this 12 for, though? What are they going to win? Come to think of it? Or have they already said that? I'm just... I don't think they've explained that bit yet.
It just says it was a trial of barbarians. It doesn't say what it was. Because it wasn't like a sword, it would be something else. So Sarkhan could have claimed victory at this point, having won 2 out of 3 trials. He decides that instead he'll wait to press his claim and finish the trials. So they proceed into the third night and day, the informal and formal trials of courage. As a new PC with no real accomplishments to his name, we don't do pre-game PC backstories in our campaigns, based. Sarkhan decides to say nothing during the informal formal trial of courage, boasts of deeds, and just present a quiet confidence, letting Ustark win. Little did he know this would save him from a second duel. The formal trial of courage is a doozy, being shot at with arrows by a blind man.
What the fuck?
Man, you know, that's a good challenge for a trial of courage. Fuck me.
Yeah, that's one of the better ones I've heard, if I be honest with you. You know what, Garb actually got me sent you this. This is funny as fuck. Like, I know it's not really, like, in the video or anything, and I can't actually put it in the video because it'll get me into issue, but, like, here, just look at this real quick. It's funny.
You're not sending me problematic images, are you, Neckbeardia?
Yeah, it is.
Trying to spread your problematic influence?
Well, it's more than... Well, it's not, like, problematic, I wouldn't say. It's more just, like... Hold on, let me just download it here. No, it's like a guy's, like... put it like this, it's like you describe it, okay? I'm just gonna send it to you on
Discord. It's a guy fucking a bear.
No, it's just a guy, like, you know... Just watch that video.
Oh, what is this? Turning off the volume?
No, yeah, there's no volume on it.
What the fuck? What?
It's like his balls are like a turtle head.
Bro, that's... Why do you send me the weirdest shit, man?
Yeah, I got better stuff I can send you if you want. Fucking,
it's like an old apple that fell off a tree. It's like an old apple that fell off early. It's like fucking midwinter. It's like a little shriveled husk.
For you guys asking in the comments, it's a video of a guy with his balls hanging out, right? And then like a hand come over, and then the balls just like retract in on himself. It's like I didn't know that was possible. Is that like
that's some kind of like bonus spell the guy knows he was born with? It's like an innate spell, ball retrieval or some shit. I don't know.
You know what it is? It's like, if you ever met them people that can like wiggle their ears.
I'm one of those guys.
What? Yeah, well there you go. So are you able to wiggle your balls?
I am not. I am not able to just loop the balls of the body for protection.
Right, sorry, I don't even know how that came up. Look, let's just keep going, alright?
James, it's you. Alright, that's all I can say is, I'm here. This is why it came up. Being shot up with arrows by a blind man. Sal Terrell and Ustark's nerfs failed them and they quit halfway through. Slav and Kif Doomseeker were felled by the arrows. So they were killed by a blind dude? Blew right past their HP total to quit.
I mean, the chances of them getting hit are pretty slim, not gonna lie. Like he is blind after all.
Imagine getting hit so many times you die. That's a fucking accurate fucking blind dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That blind guy's got echolocated like a bat. He goes, Keke. There he is. Headshot.
Did they just like invert the hit? So any miss was automatically going to hit them instead of the apple?
I think it's just maybe he's like a really skilled bowman who uses his ears. Like, quick pause. A blind bowman who can shoot arrows with either an innate ability or a magical ability, like sense to life or some shit. Like, that could be a thing. Like, it shows the bowman like in a vague glow where life is. He goes, all right, and just kind of hopes for the best. It's kind of what it reminds me of.
Was that not who was that elf, the blindfolded elf?
Which one?
You get it then. Which one exactly? Folded elf. You know, you've seen the artwork. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of fucking. Oh wait, no, that's. Oh wait, all it's coming up is shit from like World of Warcraft.
Yeah, there's the fucking demon hunters in World of Warcraft that everyone's like, oh my god.
Well, to be fair, they were broken whenever they came out. Like, you know, with that. Look, I'm not going to talk about World of Warcraft because if I talk about World of Warcraft, I'm going to end up playing World of Warcraft, and I cannot afford to play World of Warcraft at this time in my life.
Why can't Garbro wrangle James Morey? All right, so
put up with it, guys. Okay,
it's my channel.
Like blind man, yeah, dear like. Okay, this is what you guys are here for. So can we not just hear the story time? No. Okay, look, let's keep going. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm doing this on purpose now.
So the blind guy kills two people. Sarkhan wins again as the last man standing. Great luck on his part, hedged with being buffed by the spell Vigor. Trial of Courage, Victor Sarkhan. Victor of all Trial, Sarkhan. Slav the Boar is healed by the party and then successfully hired by Sarkhan. Despite Slav having slightly higher XP, I ruled that Sarkhan had convinced Slav that he was the stronger of the two by handedly winning the competition. But he'd better get to a higher to a higher total quickly before Slav catches on, since henchmen won't work for someone beneath their level. Oh, okay. Since Sarkhan hadn't been able... Adding mechanics! Look at him go!
Oh, yeah, that's good. I like that.
Since Sarkhan hadn't been able to hire more than a couple of really shoddy level 1 fighter henchmen up to that point, being able to pick up Slav as a henchman is a huge boon. Slav is really capable combatant during a greater berserker gang, and even had a boar henchman of his own. The challenger Kif Doomseeker.
Kif. Is it? It's not. Mate, is that?
That's the little green guy from fucking Futurama. Kif.
I thought there were things like, how do I make like a fantasy version? Like, I'm called Keith, okay, guys, but how do I make it like fantasy, okay?
Kif. Behold the great barbarian, Kif.
Kif.
Kif Doomseeker.
Yeah, 2 words that don't really sound go well together. Not gonna lie.
It's like Bob the Ever Living, huh?
Okay,
so
fair enough.
The challenger Kif Doomseeker was also healed, which was very unfortunate as that last arrow had severed his manhood. That's...
Oh, right, okay.
Living the ACKS meme of genital loss.
Here, back on topic with that picture that the video.
If he just suck his balls back into his body like that guy, he'd be fine. GM, I rolled to suck my own balls back into my body, along with my penis.
Look, if off chance that Alexander happens to watch this video, PM me after. I'll send you the video, and you're gonna have to turn it into like a feat or something. Okay?
Feet.
I'm just like, it's the ball attraction.
The ball attraction feet less likely to suffer from genital loss.
Yeah, I mean, like, at least get advantage on that type of shit, or disadvantage, whatever way you want to put it.
I know a certain spell. Retract genitals. I remember there's a meme of like, so a quick tangent, guys, but there's a meme of like, it's like, there's like a meme of like, it's making fun of like vegan hot yoga, where like, and it's like, it says, before you can participate, you must learn how to fold and unfold your genitals. And I was like, what does it even mean?
Well, here, do you not have that? Do you not have like ball torsion or whatever you call it? Do you not make that spell?
Do what now?
Testicular torsion.
I need to make the spell for my own game still. I'm just kind of putting it off day by day. Like it's like a looming genital twisting specter in back in my mind.
You know, I was very tempted. I saw that stream and it was like $20 to like put in whatever. You know, I still haven't forgot about having George Bush Sr., the god of shock and awe. Come on, Garbu, you know you want it.
I mean, like.
You do.
It'd be like a stunning spell, even though because you can't do a lot of damage by twisting someone's fucking testicular tubes, but it'd be like a stunner, or like knocks them prone.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it working. Right, look, let's back to the story. How far are we in? We're 25 minutes in, and we're only a few posts steep.
This is what guys come here for. Come on. Anyway, okay. So, not only died the good death he sought, but now he really wants to die. Sarkhan, as the winner, has declared leader of the brigands. Was declared leader of the brigands. 2 companies of light infantry, 240 men, who are supplying their own wages and supplies for the first month, after which they'll want to see some spoils. Due to winning all 3 of the formal trials, rather than claiming victory after the first 2 and winning a duel on top of that, and winning 2 of the informal trials, Sarkhan gained a legendary leader status with the men, +1 morale unless he loses 2 consecutive battles. It was a very auspicious and appropriate session for this Dark Lord, letting him begin rising in power immediately if he used the troops well. It was also a very handy outcome for the party. They needed troops for their own schemes, but the local ruler was mustering the domain to deal with a threat the party had failed to deal with, which means troops are hard to come by. The troops would be seeing action soon, for Sarkhan had plans. He'd hire a few ruffians in town to carouse for rumors, specifically rumors about kobolds, not the cowbalds, kobolds in the local area. The same, not the thick kobolds, no.
Honestly, I don't know what it is. I just don't care for kobolds, guys. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of you guys that love kobolds, but like, just use a goblin instead. They do the exact same thing, and they're more fun. They just are, and you know I'm right.
Let's see here.
You know I'm right.
The same month as Sarkhan found himself with a small army answering his orders, this paid off. 2 of those ruffians nailed their carousing This paid off. 2 of those ruffians nailed their carousing checks. There was indeed a tribe in the area. I rolled out the clan holds in their locations randomly using the Beastman rules. There was only a single kobold clan hold in the whole region. Why kobold specifically? Because Sarkon was level 4, and that meant the weakest sort of Beastman. He had figured out a very special trick his class could pull off. So I guess you're gonna go and try and recruit the Beastman or something.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, if you're gonna be like an evil overlord, you need to have there's a type of minion that you just have to have. You know what I mean? You know what? Honestly, see Beastmen from Warhammer Fantasy, they're just really underused because, I don't know, they're just, to me, they're just aesthetic, but they're just not seen as, viable bodies. Does that make sense? You know, they're just mooks that you just throw at people, and I don't know, they just don't seem that intimidating. Does that make sense? A lot of the time, even though they really should be considering they're walls of muscle. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, let's see. I'm trying to think of what would you? Well, I guess if you just have a pure weight of kobold, you could probably do something with it.
There's no such thing as weight of kobold. Let's be serious.
I mean, if you look at Twitter, there's plenty of weight in the kobold apparently.
All right, okay, you got me. Right, okay.
And now the models of our website, brought to you by neckbeardia.co.uk. Get y'all some of these titties.
Dwarf titties, orc titties, cat titties, fat titties, the gas system, we assisted bit, vampires and goblins and all the buff champions and even hentai, yeah that too. Dragons, manticores, ogres and gnomes and bugbears and even more to you go still. Undead and demons and then our friend Pally and definitely not 40k. Wood elves, dark elves and lizards and Megan the Slither and James the look cool as he stands. Beholders and kobolds and tyrants and only in a donkey with a frying pan. If you don't want no models, then no need to bother. We now have subclasses and teas. Also, Garbro's book, go have a look. Check out the link to Ko-fi. Thank you for watching our videos and giving our channel a hand. But this is the end, our viewers and friends, so let's get back to the video, man. I fucking hate myself. Also, the winner of the daily giveaway is this guy. Yay, woo!
Look, anyway, in for a chance to win, all you gotta do is subscribe, leave a comment down below, automatically entered in.
And to claim the prize, you just send an email to neckbeardiacontact@gmail.com. Let's get back to the video.
Khan assembled the party and his new army and they marched for the Kobold Clanhold. Kobold Clanhold, yeah, it works out. The army marched up to the gates and then Sarkon himself marched right in. His signature Dark Lord ability to dominate beastmen in much the same way as clerics can turn/control undead was just strong enough to level 4 to auto-dominate all the regular kobolds. And he gathered a bigger and bigger crowd of fawning supplicants as he progressed through the chieftain's lair. He also rolled hot for reaction rolls with all the stronger kobold champions, who he still had the roll for, who formed an honor guard. While he was perfectly... Don't be a Coomer, please God, don't be a Coomer.
No, he did. No, no, it was it was honor guard, but they've got a special uniform. Okay, trust me, it's what they're supposed to wear. Okay, don't ask questions. Where'd you get the artwork from? It doesn't matter. I don't know anything about that.
So, friend, where's the artwork from?
I found it on Google.
Yeah, I don't know what you're on about. DeviantArt? I don't know anything about that.
Well, folks at Tumblr, fuck off, bro.
Yeah, I always think the piss out because Teal did that. He showed up. He was playing Nelly Yeti, the white bugbear.
Oh yeah.
And he unironically got the fucking artwork from fucking DeviantArt. It's
Why is
Teal,
this Yeti
seriously,
so
man.
ripped and hung, bro? It's just, bro, don't look. It's just off Google, all right?
I don't know what you're on about. I don't know.
Why is this bugbear got
okay?
catty energy? What is this shit? So,
Jesus,
while he was perfectly ready to have his new minions replace the Kobold clan chieftain if he didn't see the writing on the wall, it was unnecessary. His luck with the dice stayed high in his hiring role with Gleekan, the Kobold clan chieftain. Gleekan, the Kobold clan chieftain. That's a fun, that's a fun phrase. Gleekan's a good name, all right? You finally got a good name in here. Kif? No, Gleekan.
Yeah, I like that.
That's some good shit.
Yeah, that's pretty good going.
Gleekan, the Kobold clan chieftains resulted in an Elaine result? Is that a kind of a status, an Elaine result?
Must be, have no idea.
The chieftain happily swore loyalty as the Dark Lord's newest henchman, bringing all his kobolds with him. But Gleekan warned his new lord that the bugbears who had the daddy bugbears who had ruled over the kobolds until then.
No. No, you know what this is giving me? Garbo, do you remember the movie, what Bug's Life?
Oh,
is this
the fucking
Return to
grasshoppers?
Yeah.
Those guys were evil, bro.
Like,
they're like they had like this weird like Mexican biker gang vibe to them. Like they had like a little cantina.
Yeah. And then they had that like the mental one, the crazy one that they blood out from time to time. Yeah. Like, before we get into it, let's keep going. So they had 60 bugbear warriors.
No. So let's see here. So, Gleekan knew of 60 bugbear warriors. Sarkhan figured that would be a quick and easy fight. He'd secure his own rule over the kobolds, plus get loot to pay his bandits, and from there take over the Goblin Clan. Goblin Clan?
Wait, what? All right, okay. Okay, look, let's see what happens.
So with 290 kobolds added to the 200, so he has like over 500 troops. Jesus Christ. Sarkhan took his now far bigger army with the party, and with the party marched straight for the village of bugbears. He neglected to do any recon beforehand.
Like every good Dark Lord. Oh, I like that.
Recon schmeecon, fucking send it, bruh.
What the fuck's that about?
While they did get a recon roll anyways, it was a bad roll, and they marched up to the bugbear village to find way more than it suggested 2 platoons of bugbear warriors. It was 3 of them. And a platoon of the thralls, and even one of the whelps who got turned out to fight when the bugbear chieftain saw just how many raiders were rolling in. They were not close to the combat power of the warriors, respectively about as good as a unit of orcs and kobolds, but when you're fighting kobolds, that's not such a bad deal. And when it so happened that this was when the goblin I see. And when it so happened that this was the time when the goblin sub-chief had brought his tribe's wolf riders with their monthly tribute, and what the fuck, Dean, is that a unit of hill giants?
Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. What I would say is, if I was the Dark Lord, personally, I'd be targeting defenseless villagers. That's the way to do it. Why target the defenseless villagers? Because it's evil, man. Like, just fill the evil goal, But I suppose this guy needs to build up his army somehow, I suppose, doesn't he? We'll see. I wonder what his plan is. What is he actually going to pull?
So,
what is...
The hill giants were apparently a phantasmal force spell. So there was a fake giant. There's a little picture here, too. Interesting style there. The players are pretty stunned to see the giants on the field and had no idea how they could be there, though they had a hint. The giants didn't react in the slightest when Cartamo and Sarkhan rode forward to parley, and Sarkhan tried to bribe them to change sides or at least quit the field. The bugbear chieftain found that attempt hilarious. He stopped laughing when Sarkhan thought he'd try that with the goblins, and barked at him that parley was over as of right now. Sarkhan could have tried dominating the goblins anyways, but would have gotten charged by the massive bugbear general in response, who was dealing 2d6 plus 8 damage per swing, basically guaranteed to one-shot the D4 HD 4th level Dark Lord. That's pretty... So I remember, he said he keeps the HP low, doesn't he?
Yeah, the hit points is really very low. But that makes sense, honestly. I think the XP, health bloat is wild, though, in a lot of RPG games, let's be serious.
With mine, you have to, because it's like artillery shells and shit you gotta try to account for.
Yeah, that's what I did for, Death March. What I did was, you can level up, you can get better, but, the max hit points a human can have is 40. That's the most you're gonna get, but, a rifle does 2d10 plus 2 damage, and if that's a critical, you could very easily one-hit anyone. Does that make sense, But again, it's World War I, so oh, James, why did you make a meat grinder? Because it's World War I, okay? Leave me alone.
Was it only trench warfare, bro? Can we go any dungeons?
Well, I do have some dungeons, okay? I actually do have some of them.
Okay, so starting army for the PCs, 11 platoons of kobolds, 8 platoons of light infantry. They're just called light infantry, OP. Just so...
Yeah.
So not light infantry.
Alright, okay.
HP points, health points. Starting army for the bugbears, 3 platoons of bugbears, 1 platoon of thralls as orcs, 1 platoon of whelps as kobolds, 1 platoon of goblin wolf riders, and 1 illusionary platoon of hill giants. Okay. The PCs had more heroes and way more troops in the field, but they had no cavalry at all, and the bugbear units were each far, far tougher. They had thrice the attack power kobold unit, more AC, better morale, and way more unit HP before they'd have to make morale rolls, to the point that without heroes, I'd estimate it was an almost 3-to-1 power balance in the bugbear's favor. The illusionary...
Alright, okay.
The illusory... the illusory... Man, it sucks being American. The fake hill giants just did a great job of being intimidating and just kept moving toward the left of the field. The party pulled a bunch of units away from the real fight to handle them until finally the ruse was discovered. This little tactical deception did a real number on the party's overall scheme of maneuver, leaving a bunch of their force out of position for the rest of the fight. Cartamo commanded the human brigand light infantry, and the party loaded them up with 10 plus levels of buff spells before the battle started. He didn't really care about preserving his forces, much to Sour Khan's irritation, since those were his men. He just moved to engage the enemy general as soon as possible. The bugbear chieftain had also been well buffed by his casters, and the two champions of the field traded blows. This came to a sudden stop when the chieftain's bugbear sent Cartamo's light infantry into retreat, and Cartamo got carried off by the fleeing mob. This ended up in his favor because the bugbear shaman was going to cast a spell magic later that round to knock likely all of Cartamo's buffs off. The Dark Lord did a clutch move of temporarily dominating the Goblin Wolf Riders, and even did some damage to the bugbear chieftain, who could probably have one-shot him if he stuck around. And Heath's valuable elf mage henchman cast Stinking Cloud on a mostly untouched bugbear platoon and caused it to rout. Jesus.
Oh, come on. There's no way. Like, I'm just saying, bugbears are kind of stinky.
They made duty run.
Like, come on, man.
God, I like, how bad are we smell? Like, how bad is the smell? You know what I mean?
Fucking vicious
did
fart
you see?
cloud, bro.
Did you see that one? I'm not even joking. I'll need to get it up. Like, you guys aren't going to believe me, but apparently they've been working on. Well, apparently they've been using like this sort of stuff for like riots and protests and stuff. Like they've developed like not stink cannons, but like, you know, so it's a way, like a non-lethal means of dispersing groups of people. You know what I mean? And they tried it in India and it just didn't work. And I can't say it.
I remember it didn't smell bad enough. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, it didn't work on the Indians.
Story.
Yeah, I'll put it up on screen, guys, so you guys can.
Have you seen the damages, bro?
yeah. Right, let's keep going. Let's see what's.
It was still looking pretty bad. The party hadn't used their superior numbers to effectively flank/encircle the bugbears, due to being tricked by the fake giants, and due to Cartamo not giving a fuck about tactics. After taking a bunch of losses, most of the kobolds were running for the hills after the PC's army was reduced enough to trigger army-wide morale rolls. These guys are playing fucking like RPG Total War at this point, man.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
A shameful display. I'm in free battlefield.
You know what? I really want to play it though. You know what I mean? Like, Thingy sent me the for ACKS 2, and I really want to play it. Like, unironically, I really want to just have a go at like a high level game just to see what his mass combat's like, because it was something that I've been thinking about doing something similar for Dice and Demons for a while. But like, how do you actually pull that off? And before, like, I think I know how to do like a skirmish game well enough, but not like a massive battle. There's no way I could pull that off. You know, not with what I'm working with at the minute, not without like making a completely new game essentially for it, you know. Yeah. But anyway, like, let's keep going.
Okay, so where's Stinking Cloud at?
Then Cartamo returned to the battle.
Oh no, there it is. Let's see, we're running the elf mage henchman became a priority target for the bugbear heroes after a Stinking Cloud. And one of them carved the elf's arm off the shoulder with a brutal... Okay, so they've taken the elf's arm off. No more poopy cloud. Cuts off your arm.
What's that meme? The enemy can't use it if you disable their arm.
The enemy cannot push a button if you disable their hand. Yeah. You just push a button into war. Yeah. Throws a knife into his fucking hand. Yeah. The enemy cannot push the button if you disable their hand.
Exactly.
Then Cartamo returned to the battle, closing with the bugbear general again. He dropped him with a pair of devastating strikes. The bugbears let out a wail. They held on for a short while longer, but without their general's morale bonus and already banged up, most of the survivors fled the field, leaving the rest to be cut down by the PC's army, or what was left of it at any rate. Remaining on the field for the PCs after the battle were a mere 2 platoons of kobolds, 2 platoons of light infantry, and 1 platoon of goblin wolf riders who got dominated mid-fight. There were 6 totally destroyed platoons and 5 that routed after taking losses. There were also 5 entire untouched units that were routed without even taking losses, who failed the army-wide morale check after enough friendly units were destroyed. That's literally just total war, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sarkhan was able to ride out and round most of those kobolds up after the battle, but it was something of a Pyrrhic victory. Heath's elf mage henchman survived, but his loyalty roll afterwards went none too well, and he quit. I mean, his arm got lopped off, so checks out.
Yeah.
Cartummel had a valuable henchman of his own, a custom bard-type partial caster class, go to 1 HP, but avoided being dropped by the skin of his teeth. Final payout, 28,000 gold pieces from sacking the Bugbear village, plus a number of Bugbear captives to be turned into kobold slaves / food.
Nice.
I've seen this manga before. It was a solid haul, even with the army taking a chunk of it. Sarkhan was happy about the win and the loot, but fuming about how many valuable brigands got killed and crippled by Cartamo, just flinging them away to the fray. While the brigands were criminals, they can at least march around and settle domains nearby in broad daylight without bringing hate from all sides. And beastmen have a major drawback with their irregular troop type. It means they must pursue enemy units that withdraw, so they have to go and try and run them down. Gotcha. So they're kind of like little savages. Savages.
Yeah. Barely even human.
Barely even human.
You can't.
They are different from us. All that they can see is greed. Anyway, what Cartamo told the whelps after they were assembled in the village courtyard. When I am done speaking here, that will be the last time that your goblin tongue will be spoken in your or my presence. When I am done speaking here, henceforth the elvish tongue will be the one you hear become native speakers of. Your lives of eking out a miserable life on the edges of civilization, always 1 step forward, 2 steps back, is over. Hello, airplane. Fucking rich dickhead.
I'm an airplane. Well, you do. Well, you live beside the airfield.
Yeah, but only the dumb ones fly over my house. Anyway, a more powerful way, you'll be rigorously tested for martial and arcane talent, and those who pass through having proved themselves worthy will be the first in a new breed of a new order. This is all. I trust I have made myself clear. Like a little podium, a small mustache, and a very nice uniform.
I can see where this is going.
What the translator told them: him high mucky muck, him words more than all the words. Him say you talk like knife ears now. Him make you mighty warrior like him in Witch Doctor.
I like that. That's good.
So, him high mucky muck. Sarkhan's army
Me high mucky muck.
Sarkhan's army had taken a severe hit to their numbers, but he now had a good site to base them out of, and he made some good money to fund further plans, paid his troops, and removed a potential source of trouble. After the battle, the party did some rumor mongering to find leads to a new target and learn about a lost valley some 3 hexes away from the Bugbear village, their new base, which turned out to be a whole 6-mile jungle hex surrounded by stone walls hundreds of feet high. This excellent module. He's just plugging. My man be chilling.
Yeah, I like that. You know what? Good for you, man. Good for you. I really hope this is all the same guy. Hold on. Yeah, that's a silver bestseller right there. Let's see. What other stuff? Did this guy do the other one? Did he do the other one?
This guy's like, and you can find this module right here at drivethroughrpg.com, the Lost Valley of Kishar.
It's a really good one. You know what? I appreciate that. You know what? Like, if you're going to show, at least do it in an entertaining fashion. You know, because, like, if you think about it, like, okay, perfect example, one of my favorite story times ever has to be Shadowrun or the All Guardsman Party. What does the All Guardsman Party make you want to do? Like, you just want to go out and buy fucking Only War and Dark Heresy. You know what I mean? Like, let's be serious. Like, it does. It just makes you want to go out and buy it, you know? So I suppose, is it like shilling? I suppose it is, but like...
I mean, at least he's telling...
You can argue that about...
At least he's telling a story. Like, here's a game I played in it.
Wait.
Here's what I used. It's a very... It's very light, like, here's what we're doing, link, you know?
Well, look, you know, look... I'm tempted, you know what I mean? Like he's selling me on it, so I can't really be like, oh my god, what a shill. You know, you could argue this about any story time. Like, if you've heard any like D&D story time, did that not like for people that have never played it before? Does that not be like, oh, I mean, I'd love to give that a go now? You know what I mean? That sounds really good. You know, I suppose you could argue about any story time does the exact same thing, but I suppose this guy's bringing in a lot of the mechanics and he's how it's done and how it works together. I suppose that's the only bad thing about the story time so far. It seems to be very heavy on like the mechanic side instead of the actual story aspect. You know what I mean? Like most story times I prefer a bit more the actual story rather than the mechanics at play behind it. Does that make sense?
I mean, like I said, at least it's showing how he used it, how it worked, you know, how the combat kind of went. You know, it's at least he's doing green text story with it. You know, it's like at least it's not like a pure shill. It's more of like a hey, this was cool. You guys can do it too. Here's where you can find it, yada yada.
Right, well, look, I think we're coming up on an hour. Looking at the rest of it, it's going to be about another hour. So if you guys are interested, if you guys want, we'll do a part 2 and we'll finish off the story time. It's one of those ones I always find, like, I do like doing story times, but the reason why we don't do them half as much anymore is because people just don't watch them. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem that I've got. Like, a lot of people ask us, like, James, why do you not do story times all that much anymore? It's like, we just do smaller story times. Does that make sense? Like, you know, instead of big long ones and like big multi-parter ones, they're always a bit of a nightmare because like it's just getting around to it. But honestly, look, if you guys are interested, I'll definitely do a part 2 of this. Also, I suppose seeing as this does feel like a bit of a shelf thread, and we did literally have Alexander on last week. His Kickstarter is still live, so I'd be doing the guy a service. Like, you know, he did come on and talk to us, and he was actually quite nice. And I've been asking him, like, I'm sure questions that make me look like a retard, but he answers them for me, which is lovely. You know what I mean? Which is always quite nice. I like
when the smart guys are patient with us idiots online. It's nice, like. Okay,
yeah, well,
here's how it works, Unga Bunga. Thank you, sir. How game work, Unga Bunga?
It's nice when you get that, you know what I mean? Normally most people like look at you, it's like, James, can you just like fuck off? You know what I mean? That's what I get a lot of the time. It's like, James, stop asking stupid questions. Fuck's sake, don't be like that. Look, oh, here, by the way, actually, my new website's up and running. I need to do a live stream though, going into details, but you can find all Garbrew stuff very easily on the website. It's not like fucking all over the show. We've actually got a Garbrew. Yeah, we got a dedicated Garbrew tab, sweetie, now. So, like, you know, it's all there. You can go ahead and check that out. I've also got a ton of free stuff. Garbrew, are you gonna go for it and do like a free quick start goals for the Veil Riders once it's all like finished? To give, like, you know,
I just want to get it finished first, dude. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, like, I suppose it makes sense.
Good art put in and all that, and I just want to get it done, and then I can do the other stuff later. Like, it's just like,
yeah, I suppose.
I think we're sitting at like, actually, so while I'm pulling the fucking Infinity Publisher thing up, I was doing streams with the boys, and I was so I wanted to earn more money to help pay for more art, which is getting done, by the way.
Yeah.
And so I was letting guys, you know, you pay me $20, you can make an item, and I'll make it for you and put your name on it. So there are items in this book with someone's name under it, showing that that's their item and all that, which a lot of guys seem to like. But it's like,
oh, that's pretty cool.
It's fucking ballooned out the item numbers. So we're sitting at like fucking 300 fucking plus items so far.
Yeah.
And that's
honestly,
and it's all like it's all like uncommon items. Like there's like Elroy's chaps and fucking like, so basically the hardest hat. There's the Green Goliath gauntlets, which are like Hulk fists that fell through the veil.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like the toys.
Yeah, the toys. So,
oh my god, that's great.
So when these giant green Hulk fists fell through, they got enchanted because they're a human item, and now they bit the absolute fuck out of people in tap-tack fighting. So you
I
so you have like
appreciate
an elf
that.
with these giant green fists just beating the shit out of somebody on the battlefield.
I might, you know what? I might copy that because I was thinking about it. Like, the problem is, so with Dice and Demons, the way I'm doing it is the only reason why I'm really making it is because, pardon me, I don't really trust any other company. So I don't want to like just start making adventures for like say Old School Essentials because I don't really know them
Old School
and I don't really
Essentials.
trust them. Or like Dungeon Crawl Classic or whatever. I don't want to do that. I want to just be able to make adventures, but because I'm stuck in that world, I'm going to have my own system, and I wasn't really going to have like magic items at all. Like, just because like we just pull magic items from any other system, and like it's roughly compatible, you'd be fine. You know what I mean? So I might do that. Actually, that's a pretty good idea for a stream. I really like that idea for like just coming up and like a bit of world building with the boys. But here, look, check that out. Links to all of our stuff down below on the new website. There's a lot of new stuff. You can get Dice and Demons, the quick start goals. It's still an alpha. Death March, if you've already downloaded Death March, the complete version, well, it's not the complete, but it's the final written version, let's just say, but it still needs more artwork and it needs formatted. You can get Paper Minis. Oh, by the way, if you back the Paper Mini Kickstarter, it should be coming out to you very soon. You might have actually already have them sent to you if you backed it by the time you're watching this video, so that's a thing. Is there anything else, Garbo, we need to bring up before we leave it, or are we all good?
Nothing
I
comes
can't
to mind,
think.
no. But I also have a very small brain.
Yeah, fuck. Tell me about it, man. Look,
My
anyway,
brain
hope
is
you guys
so
enjoyed this
smooth.
one.
Just a little wrinkle.
Look, if you guys want a part 2, you just gotta let us know if you want a part 2. You know what I mean? That's really what I'm asking. So let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, bye.
All those moments we lost in time.